What's up? What's up? Welcome to me, a new post. We are going to be talking about your boys Storm Monroe and official King Payne. Then we're going to be talking about Tasha K battling out with the other creators of YouTube. Then we're going to be talking about the SW. No, correction. Sorry, Lord. Y'all. Oh, man. We're going to be talking about the escape drama with the sisters Tamika and Latocha Kenny versus Tamar, and then we're gonna be talking about other situations also going on take place in the media world and the drama that you might miss. So start with your boy Storm Monroe is battled out with official King Payne, and this been going on quite some time, but mostly Storm had been mutual, try to let it slide, ignore the drama. But official King Payne kept on trying, kept on attacking him, kept on setting him up, trying to figure out where he stay, where he live, where he going, who he with, who he by, and then not only that, try to press charges on Storm Monroe. And not only that, it is just so coincidental. The official King Payne is attached to Tasha K. Tasha K also met with Storm back in 2019 when they both did a YouTube show collaboration back in 2019. And then ever since then, they both used to work at that time. Now they not cool no more. They did both sign contract, do not break, talk about each other. So it make it obvious. Do y'all think Tasha K broke that contract agreement? Because she not talking about him, but yet she using people like Official King Chelsea and other YouTubers to talk about Storm Monroe. So do you think that is fair? And do you think that Storm Monroe will have a case? Comment below in the comment section. Also, another thing we're going to talk about how Storm Monroe also has to deal with PI, which is private investigation. The private investigator follow him everywhere he go, which is out in public, and not only that, try to know where he live, where he stay. On top of that, Storms also had to battle it out with another YouTuber because they try to say something crazy about him, and mostly it's crazy because we never ever heard Storm talk about any other creator besides supporting YouTube creators such as ourselves, uh, Love Jones TV, and many few others that I could think of off the top of my head right now. Oh yeah, Norris Tony as well. Try to support us and doing videos, share videos, etc. It's marketing and get everything else. Most importantly, he also is dealing with official King Payne, who he tried to put a restraining order on right now, currently, and then in the process, and also it's on his page that he put a proper way to file a restraining order. And the two steps that you had to go to, you gotta file it in your police department, and then you gotta file it in the main court. Min- Minusio, something like that court. It's been a minute, so don't judge me. So anyway, that's what he showed and tried to tell. Also, he even said that he was dealing with um try to take legal fees and action against King Payne because he said he tried to put in the information first with YouTube, but they not helping him with the online bullying, the online tests, the online torture. They not helping him with anything. So he said he'll take it upon himself, go to police and press these charges. because they are getting out of hand and attacking Storm Monroe online. And then there have been several videos I saw of King Pain personally attacking Storm. One was attacking Storm, called him a down low, exposed, and other one talking about Storm Monroe is high or something, which is not true. And then not only that, there was a video of King Pain with Tasha K, how they both going back and forth talk about Storm Monroe. So we was like, okay, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. What's the attack for? Because you should not, especially on technology nowadays, they will block you for telling the truth, but allow people bully you over in line, which is so unfair. Especially nowadays technology, people can bully you and troll you with fake accounts. So that's why I said be safe out here. Not everything what you see, heard, etc. And that's what he's dealing with. So moving along, we'll talk about the real Tamika, who is a part of the escape. Also, her sister Latocha. They both having a drama, and it's sad because, like they are sisters. And she also says that she try to do everything, try to help her sister, support her sister. Cause found out her sister was stealing from her this whole entire time of their music career, which is also not shocking because there are sisters who have stole money, etc., from their siblings for a variety of known reasons. So we're gonna play the video of Tamika Scott of Escape explaining her side of the story of why the drama on the episode of Sisters of R&B or Queens of R&B, correction. So here we go, Tamika Scott of Escape. The commercial, really.
Okay, hey y'all, hey. I am here with my two beautiful daughters, Ocean and Naya. We just finished watching the first episode of his R&B SWB Escape. So I just wanted to address a few things. If you had a chance to see the scene, you would notice that my oldest is Ocean. Y'all probably remember her in the Love on My Mind video. I was pregnant. She was in the first scene. And I brought her in the first scene because my sister and I had not talked in a whole month. And to be honest with you, she and I fell out over. It didn't really show the whole entire thing. We had to show a lot was cut out. Let me just try to bring you in and speed it out for you. So we had a show in May. We started filming like the end of June, beginning of July. We had a show at the beginning of May, and at the show we had hired her personal assistant, which was going to be our road manager. So we were on stage. It was an outside show. We were on stage. They rushed us off the stage. Young Naya was there.
Yeah, I was.
They rushed us off the stage because
somebody was shooting. So we had to get on.
So we didn't even finish our show. Someone was shooting, so we left, ran to the back.
To the dressing rooms and stuff.
So the dressing rooms were outside. Like little, what they call them, little babies. Trailers outside. So Candy and I was in the trailer. My sister and Tiny was in the trailer. So we get to the trailer, our door is jammed.
Can't get in.
Can't
nobody get in. Like 1,000 people tried.
Everybody tried. So we were out waiting for them. Somebody came with the key. It didn't work.
For like an hour, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So an hour passed. My sister leaves, but she's leaving. And my focus wasn't on her. The way they edited, trying to make a big deal, like I was mad at her. I was mad at our business manager who left behind her with all our money, and the road manager left. You don't leave the artist.
Mm-mm.
You do not leave your artist, which is her personal assistant, which is still her personal assistant now. So when they left, they never came back. My sister stated that they walked her to the car because she didn't have security. We all had security. We always have security. You can go back to the tour from 2017. We all have our own personal security. We don't go anywhere without our security. We had security there. So that was a lie. She said that she didn't have security. She did. But our road manager went with her. Business manager with all our money went with her. Never came back. We were still locked out of our dressing room. So,
And I got the footage on that too. So come to my page to get the footage. No, I have the videos in Vegas when you were locked out in the room that nobody knows.
so the next day I was a little upset because the business manager never came back. The road manager never came back. So I put in a group text. We have a group text where we communicate with all of us and our employees. In the text, I sent out. It was very unprofessional how y'all left us yesterday. And I was talking about our road manager, which is her personal assistant now, and the business manager. I'm like, it was very unprofessional. So you know what you do? Keep walking. You know, you've seen the show, you see what I said. So at the end of it, I was like, y'all just kiss my A because I was mad. So here come my sister chiming in. I wasn't even talking to her, and she knew I wasn't talking to her. Yeah, she did leave me, but I would deal with her on another note, not on this thread. This is a business thread. So I was upset with our business manager and our road manager. So my sister chimes in, kissed my A, and then she went ranting, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even talking. First of all, if you had A to kiss, that was a figure of speech. I would never, ever body shame my sister or anybody else. I had surgery. Everybody know I had surgery. After I had my baby, Princess, I couldn't get my body back together, honey. I went to the doctor and got it right. So how do I look body shaming anybody, especially my sister? I've been protecting my sister all my life, right or wrong. How do I look body shaming my sister? That was some bullhead. So she blew that out of proportion. Never knew that she felt this way until we started filming. Okay, let's fast forward. So we fired our business manager, and we fired our road manager, who's now her personal assistant, who don't speak to me. Her whole team walked past me, don't say a word to me, so unprofessional, but it's cool because I know how to handle business. I reached out. She wanted to talk. I talked to her husband, and I told her husband, we ain't ready to film in a month. Me and her need to sit down. We need to talk. We don't need to air our business out. When I tell you, I've been protecting my sister forever. That's what I do. You protect the ones you love. She don't want to talk to me. She don't have a conversation with me. I called my mom. I said, Mom, you know, I know you can make this happen. She and I need to sit down. She and I need to talk. Nothing. But when it's time to film a whole month later, it's okay to talk about it in front of camera. That's the wackest thing in the world. You don't do that to family. It's no way in the world that my two daughters are not talking, and I'm going to let them walk around and not say that to each other. We're going to fix that. A week would not go by, because that's the type of parenting that I do. But my mom was like, no. Then all of a sudden, a month later, my mom calls. She's like, your sister told her side of the story to the TV people. I'm like, first of all, they weren't even there to record what we talked about. So why are we talking about this on TV? No one in history can say I aired out any of my business, my family business, because I protect my family. But anyway, we get to the scene. This is my sister and I first time. Hold on, let's bag it up. Let's bag it up all the way up. Let's bag it up. And the intro of us doing this show, it was a Soul Train performance that we did, where all of us got the memo. Our stylist, me, Candy, and Tiny had the same stylist, so my sister wanted to have her own same stylist. Our stylist sent her stylist a picture of outfits that we were wearing, but she said she never got the memo. So she decided to wear green when she knew we was wearing cream. Like, even I had a cute little red dress. I could have been rebellious and wore my little red dress on the red carpet, but I was like, no, I'm going to be in tune with the other girls. So she got the memo. She went around telling people she didn't get the memo. We didn't care. We didn't care she wore the green dress. I thought she looked marvelous in the dress. Even on the set, I said, hey, sis. I said, you look so beautiful. You know what she did? Didn't say a word to me. So it was cool. But my mama said, oh, it was not the right time. She wasn't ready to talk to me. Like, what have I done so bad that you can't take a compliment? We are celebrating 30 years in this business. This was like the height of the night. And I was so happy to see her. Just like the first day we filmed, I was so happy to see her. In my heart of hearts, I knew at that moment me and her was going to just squash whatever the beef was, whatever she felt. She could say whatever I felt. I could say, I really felt like we could squash the beef, but it didn't happen. But instead, when we were filming, I walked inside. I felt like I was attacked. There was a lot of stuff that they didn't show. They just showed me going crazy. My daughter was there. There was a lot of stuff they didn't show. When I first walked in, my sister said something like, oh, you think you're better than people? You don't know how to talk to people. Like, she doing all this on the TV. And I'm sitting there like, who think they better? If my friends, my family, anybody know me, that's not me. That is not who I am. I would never think I'm better than somebody. She said some other things. She read the text. So when I went to read something that my mom did, my mama jerked the phone out of my hand. It got to the point my mom was poking at me in front of my child. And I was like, Mom, like, what are you doing? Like, I felt attacked. I was attacked. My sister say something, my mama didn't say nothing. When I say something, it was Tamika. And I'm like, why can't I explain myself? It's okay for my sister to explain herself, but I can't explain myself. It just got to the point where I just felt attacked. And the only way I could come out of that attack is to say, okay, you saying all these lies about me on TV. Let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about you stealing money from me, and I forgave you. I would have never brought it up. That was years ago. I never brought it up. I never got paid back. I had to pay taxes on it, and I hid it from my husband. So guess what? My husband knows now. So he's saying, he probably like, dang, I can't even trust you. So your sister them stole. Because he's like, okay, our taxes are going crazy right now. What's going on with the taxes? I'm lying to my husband, protecting my sister. Never got the money back and had to pay taxes on the money. The only thing my mama said was, you don't know what she was going through at that time. That's what she said to me. And you know what? I forget.
You were pregnant.
And I was pregnant. I was pregnant with money. I was pregnant with money when this happened. And this beautiful thing was in college.
Yeah.
So we was paying out of pocket for her college. You don't think I could have used that money? But it got swept under the rug. Just like everything that my sister does gets swept under the rug. She's definitely my mom's favorite. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I love my mama. I love my sister. I respect my mom. Even in this, I tell my kids, what I tell y'all, even when I'm going through, be respectful. Respect my mama. You respect my sister. This is between us. Let me deal with this. Because I don't play that. If I heard me going around telling everybody I disrespected my mama, no, I did not disrespect my mama. I would never disrespect my mom. I was just voicing my opinion. The little girl that's been trapped in, that's been dealing with this all my life, finally came out. And the way she came out may have seemed disrespectful, but I've apologized to my mom. The same way I apologized to my sister at least 5 or 6 times for the text message.
Yeah, you actually apologized on camera and they cut it. I don't know why they took that out because you was like, if you feel like I body shame you, I apologize.
I was in tears.
Yeah.
When she said that
but
to
they
me,
cut it. I don't even know why they didn't air it.
But when she said that to me, it's like somebody took a dagger and went in my heart. When she felt like I body shamed her, like, I've been protecting you and will fight to the end for my sister. I've been locked up for my sister. I've been kicked out of school for my sister. It's a lot that has gone down. I should be in jail right now for the rest of my life. If y'all only knew the story, you're going to hear the story soon. But I should be in jail. It was a grace of God that whatever I was trying to do to this person who was messing with my sister did not happen because God would not let it happen. But I supposed to be in jail because I believe in taking up for my sister. That's why me and Candy fell out. Taking up for my sister. I go to the end of the world. I would attack whoever I need to attack to make sure family is good. But you know what? Now I'm getting smacked in the face.
Yeah, it's not reciprocated.
It's not reciprocated. And it took me this long to realize it. But I still love my mom. I still love my sister. You still can't disrespect my sister. You definitely can't disrespect my mom. And I tell my kids all the time, y'all love them, you pray for them, and why are you looking like that, Nani? See, that's not the look I want you to have. That's not the look I want you to have. How you feel?
That it's weird. I think it's a lot for no reason. I mean, I was there when it all happened. The little situation that you text the group, and then all of a sudden she jumps back, and ever since then it's just seemed to be dragged on, and it's a lot. And to me it's so little, but they're making it so big.
But you know,
and then I don't get why you're the bad guy because she left us, by the way, because I was there too. You're supposed to be my auntie, but you didn't bother to tell me about it, let alone my mama, let alone anybody else. And they were shooting at the show. What do I look like? And I got a show. Me and Ocean, we both in there. I know people were shooting. So it's a little bit of danger in there. And I just leave her. And then I'm the bad guy. And my dressing room was like, you didn't even bother to check on me? Like, dude. And then you say some stuff like, oh, we family, but not by choice or something like that. It's just, I don't know. I've been around for a lot of it, and it is a big one-way street. And I don't agree with it. I just don't agree with it. It just shouldn't be that way. You don't show favoritism, thank God. Your mother does.
I'm not doing it.
So it's and then if they sit there and think that it don't affect nobody, then that shows how selfish they really are. So.
But I just feel like I can deal with this. Y'all stay respectful. Y'all stay loving. Y'all stay praying for them. I can deal with this. I've been dealing with this all my life, and I'm gonna continue to deal with it. That's why I always say when I have kids, I'm never. It's a lot of stuff that I said I was not gonna do because of what I went through. Not saying that my mom was a bad mom. My mom was a great mother. She worked hard. When her and my dad broke up, my mom worked 2 jobs and made sure that my sister was good. Hats off to my mom. But it was still that separation. It was the whispering and it was the giggling. When I walk in the room, they get quiet. So I always felt like, dang, sometimes I felt like I was a mistake.
Isn't that mental abuse, though? I think it's still abuse. I think it's different forms of abuse. You know, the biggest one is physical, but mental abuse is, to me, just as bad because your mental ain't right. You some people don't want to be here no more. Some people aren't strong enough to keep going. So I think it was mental abuse as well, and some I don't agree with.
Here's Daddy got it. I thought they just walked outside. No, he's not trying to see. He's trying to come down here.
So you guys heard what Tamika said. She said behind the scenes, there was a lot of drama going on, and that she had defended her sister on multiple occasions that she's supposed to be in jail serving life right now instead of being on stage and performing. So not only that, she also talked about how she tries to apologize to her sister, and but her sister keeps showing her one-sided relationship, one-sided drama, and like one-sided love for other people besides her sister. And anytime she try to do anything business with her sister, she goes to the sister husband. Multiple times people have said that anytime they try to do anything with Latasha or Latoch, that they go straight to the husband to get his approval. Even the girls in the group. Candy said it multiple times that you got to go to her husband to talk to her. Not after you go to the husband to talk to Latosh, but also do more, ideas, business, etc. with her. Then after Kenny, had a drama, not with Latasha, but also with Tamika, when they verbal and almost got a physical altercation. Multiple resource has spoken and said. Then now here's Candy, we speaking Candy, fighting with Tamar. Because Tamar said it or sent a tweet talking about Candy cannot sing. And it went on, people was making a video, posting a video. Not only that, Candy's husband attacked Tamar verbally on social media and called her all types of disrespectful names. So one day when they was taking pictures meeting up for a concert, you see in the background Tamar taking a picture with one of the staff at the concert. And then you see the husband and Tamar's fiance, or I should say husband of Candy, talking with Tamar's fiance, and they was having a man-to-man discussion in the background. While Tamar is just ignoring the background, just taking a picture. Then after the two have an altercation and fight and disagreement, then you start hearing Tamar will start throwing shots at Candy, tell her how you gonna allow a man disrespect a woman and curse at a woman, and then she asks Candy, "Are you in a domestic violence, boo or sis?" And that's not healthy or good for you in other ways on her social media. So after she posted, after she said that, after she sent that, that's when Tox came back with another thing, trying to say something to her. And then again, moving forward, you see Tamar's husband wasn't playing with Todd in the social media post that he posted. Since my device won't let me share, So I will send that all inside our community board so you can see the pictures, images, etc. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving forward. Then you have Natalie Noonan and Tommy Lee get into an altercation not only on Zeus network but also in the video showing how they was talking. And not only that, I say you last month they did a boxing match in February, which was like crazy. If you ask me, it was crazy. With them both was talking. So in the boxing, you saw that Natalie, before the boxing, I should say, those who want me to take it back, how I feel about the boxing before I went to YouTube strike in jail, whatnot. The fight was short, so short it stayed within first round short. I thought about them both being, having drilling. They both could fight. We gonna get a good show of two women fighting and last a couple of rounds before the bell went ding 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 is over. But that didn't happen. Tommy lasted only for a couple minutes in the first round, and then she wound up getting knocked out by Natalie, who posted on her profile of her getting punched by Natalie in the face, which also will be in the community board, and so y'all can see and laugh. Then you saw that Natalie, after they both fought, they both shook hands after they both was yelling at each other, and the referee said, "This is a hot mess. Let me get in here." And let's just announce Natalie is the winner so everybody could go home and get ready for the real fight, which was Floyd Mayweather and I forgot the gentleman's name. But anyway, we'll keep it pushing anyway. Because it's mostly about Natalie and Tommy Lee. So then Tommy and Natalie, they both sit on the sideline looking like two what do you call the people? I don't want to get no strike saying what I want to say. But anyway, the people on substance sitting on the side, you see on streets, etc. You know who they are. And I'm like, what the heck? And then you see Tommy all out of breath. And then you see Natalie, she all out of breath. But at the end of the day, they both said they got a fat bag after that fight in that boxing match. And then by the looks and sound of it, Tommy said this is the biggest bag she ever got. So she probably either made who knows, probably a million, 10 million. I don't know. I'm stretching. I don't know. We would never know. But anyway, she got paid big money because reality TV show don't pay you all that much. Many people have said and spoke it, said they don't pay you that much. Only much you get paid a lot unless you in the fire scene, and that's between 250,000 to 450,000, and that's about it. So after that, you also seen Tommy also got into numerous fights with other people, not only with Natalie, but got into fight with other Zeus Network individuals, such as Stunner. She got into an argument and fight with, and then of course she got into an argument with Rocky Bad, which is already on her video. You look it up and see it for yourself to watch. And then not only that, you see it on Natalie talk about Rocky Bad and as well Tom Lee get into argument on Instagram Live on our channel. So next, keep it moving on, keep it moving along and whatnot. We also have, let's see, another thing to talk about, which was the brat and her sister Lisa Ray. They both got into a little family argument. And then not only that, Lisa Ray said that she hurt because she has to find out about her sister being married whatsoever was on social media like everybody else. Let's speak and hear y'all hear for yourselves and to see. And then how they try to help the sisters, which is the cocktail queens. I hope I say their name right. On the show to tell them, squash the beast of family, etc. Let's hear about it.
You coming out and the brat just said that she's having a baby. How do you feel about her having a new baby? Wonderful. You really excited, and do you know the gender at all? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like looking. I'm like, oh, I seen her just do the news recently. I'm like, oh, okay. Did you find out through the news, or did you guys talk about it already? I found out through social media. That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It takes me back. It takes me back because I'm sure that you have heard of the last kind of encounter that we had that went by, and verbally saying happy birthday to me this kind of way because I damn sure ain't heard from you in months. Okay, so you guys are both celebrities, and a lot of times the problem, that's why I'm not trying to say that much, is other people making shit worse and saying stuff. I think y'all needed this moment and to say what y'all have to say. At the end of the day, I would say thank you, Queens, for allowing and making it happen because I'm not sure how long it would have been. What it's been like, almost like since what? Number like stop, baby, no more. Here now, like what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all. Y'all don't know shit at all. You coming out and verbally saying happy birthday to me this kind of way because I damn sure ain't heard from you in months. Okay, so you guys are both celebrities, and a lot of times the problem, that's why I'm not trying to say that much, is other people making shit worse and saying stuff. I think y'all needed this moment and to say what y'all have to say. At the end of the day, I would say thank you, Queens, for allowing and making it happen because I'm not sure how long it would have been.
So you guys heard Lisa Ray admit out her mouth when the brat admit that she was pregnant. She found out on social media just like everybody else. No call, no ring, no surprise, nothing. And she found out on social media about everything that was happening with the brat. And I have a question with you guys comment below. Do you think the brat owed Lisa Ray of, you know, invitation that she should let her know that she was pregnant? Or be there with the surprise and know the gender? Or do you think Lisa Ray should get over it since they never had relationship or connection or bond? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Also, anyway, we'll keep it moving on, keep it going. We'll talk about your favorite uh individuals. Some of y'all, other y'all like, oh gosh. We're gonna talk about Tasha K. So I told you before with the storm, storm relationship or old relationship. Let me correct myself because I don't need storm coming at me. Talk about how she was him, them both was making a video, which I already gave a brief. Not only they make a video and work business, but also how she is sending people, official King, Payne, whatever his name would go by, we don't care. And then Chelsea, also how she pretty much Chelsea is the assistant, And Chelsea also tried to look for Storm friend, Vaughn. And Vaughn is ignoring Chelsea and avoiding Chelsea because she tried to sue him, tried to sue Storm, and tried to sue anybody who is connected to Vaughn and Jero. And then you also had Tasha K, who is barking orders behind the scenes by the looks of it, as Jero, since both Chelsea and King Official King are both connected to Tasha K. Not only Tasha K betraying and also throwing, rocks and try to hide her hand and try to hide herself not being in it, because also Storm admit saying that Tasha K tried to file send her papers before, and that went away. So now here it is Chelsea trying to sue Vaughn and also try to sue Storm. And then not only that, here it is that Tasha K is put on blast by Tony the Closure, I said right, making sure that she was let her assistant talk crazy about him and his girlfriend, which he wasn't playing with anyone about. On top of that, Tasha K tried to get him aroused, tried to get him mad, tried to get him angry. She tried to do everything underneath the sun, and he kept on shutting it down and let her know, "Would you bring me on here to talk about business?" And the business conversations went left fast until a whole argument on Tasha K live. So not only it went left, but also he threatened Tasha K at the end of the whole type of argument video that he will sue her, and then he hung up on her. So let's hear the whole argument. And you guys tell me, do you think he should sue her along with Larry Reed, who she also is being sued, and as well by Cardi B, who won the $4 million to pay her, which is Tasha K paid Cardi B, and not only that, her appeal was rejected, so she had no choice to pay that $4 million to Cardi B. Do you think all the YouTube creators and social media influencers should gather together and sue Tasha K together? Let me know right now in the comment section. Thank you.
Online. You got your goofy ass on. That's some faggot shit for you to get online. You got your goofy ass online talk about some shit that your husband edited. However, shut up. You are a trifling bitch. You gonna disrespect my girl? You gonna body shame her when all these bitches already fuck with her? You a trifling black bitch. You a trifling black bitch. Don't play my fucking girl. Tell your husband to see. Okay. You motherfucking dirty black bitch. You the worst example for these motherfuckers. I didn't get online and disrespect you. Yes, you did. Don't talk about no gay shit when you talk about me, because ain't no faggot in me. Don't play with my name. Don't play with my motherfucking name. And that's when I said ho. Because you're not going to play with my motherfucking name. Not one motherfucking time is you bitches going to play with my name. Fuck that. She did nothing to you. And neither did Chelsea. Chelsea was in there fucking instigating and calling me a faggot, you dumb bitch. You know I'm about to post all the text messages because you a clown. I'm going to sue the fuck out of you. Listen, that's you a goofy ass bitch. Why you leave? What? That's some faggot shit.
So as you heard, he left the live chat because he says before that his understanding he was coming on there to talk about business. He didn't expect Tasha K to have Chelsea in the room on the IG live to have the business conversation with business, but she was there. And then not only that, Chelsea kept on verbal attacking Tony the closure the whole entire time. And he said he's not trying to talk with her. And she kept on saying crazy stuff, talk about that he was broke, he was a fake influencer, his business not real. Then she kept on talking and attacking him. Talk about he don't make the money as much as he make, which is also false because he was an ex football player who joined became a businessman. And as well, his girlfriend, she also have a business too as well. So now here he is, his relationship with Tasha K is no longer a work relationship. They're not talking, and he said he will meet her and sue her in the courtroom. Point blank period. Then not only he said he would sue her and meet her in the courtroom, but also he has spoken and said that he will make her pay. She will make her pay for discrimination against his name and as well talking about his woman for he said. But we don't know anything that he put in the paperwork. We don't know he filed them. We don't know that yet. So this is hearsay that he will sue Tasha K. Another one who she also screwed over was Conscious TV. Conscious TV said he used to would have worked with Tasha K, but after a while she became vindictive. She tried talking about him. She tried to be rude to him. She tried to disrespect him. She tried to shade him and everything about him, and that backfired like a whole grain of salt and swallow it without any liquid or sugar on to make it balanced. That was just pure salty as it could be. And then he said he don't want nothing to do with Tasha K. He don't really like talk about Tasha K. But since his fans like talk about Tasha K, he will talk about her but yet give her nicknames like the horse or 90s old hairstyle, whoever she is, or veneers. You know, you will find out varieties of way if you watch Conscious TV. Also, she being sued currently now by Larry Reed TV, who says she's going around doing an interview with the boy and the boy mother, Devontae, who's saying that Larry Reed has sex with him. And Larry Reed said that's false because his kids was always around and he always had his team around. So that was inaccurate and that's false. And Devontae never seen any of his property because his property came years later at their interaction with Vaughn. So anyway, Tasha K went upon herself to do the story with Divine and his mother to sell a content. And then she wound up calling Larry Reed to come on the show to talk with Larry. And Larry said, pump your brakes. That's not happening. And then Larry Reed told her, you are responsible for this and that he will sue her in nice word form, telling her that. But she said, don't think about suing me. I'm just here to put the story out. You should sue Devontae for Pharaoh, going Pharaoh court. Since it was him who said it. It was him, deflating like crazy, pointing to Devontae. And Devontae was the one doing all this. You should go to court because of him. So Larry Reed TV said no, because you still got it as a content. And when I proved my innocence that I didn't do nothing wrong, you still had it up there, and people was coming into his chat room and also on his social media, tagging him in about Tasha K video of Devontae and his mother. And not only that, he also wound up had the paper laying around after the situation, which was 2 weeks before he finally filed the whole paperwork documentation of suing Tasha K. That's what he said on his IG live. And then Also, she having another fight on social media with another YouTuber, hearsay legend, saying that she is having a fight with. So we don't know. It will come out eventually. We'll wait and see. But yet at the same time, it's like she is fighting with all the creators. So everybody in the creator world be protected in the streets and stay safe. Next one we're gonna be talking about is Jaguar Wright and how her husband is dealing with his wife. His wife made a YouTube channel, her channel called Jaguar Wright, and talk about all of the issue her husband have. Talk about his health, talk about he had a bump in the back of his head, which he says really is a hair bump that need to be buzzed and the hair come out of it. And then he also said that she didn't try to help him have the hair removed. Then she also was talking about how he was on disability because he's an ex-military man. And then he said, yes, it is true. He is a military. Yes, he receives, benefits. And then not only that, she's talking about Goomba, who's her husband, who is stealing her money, her cash app, and also taking from her check. And Goomba said that's not true because he said that we don't have the same, cash app check. He said that we share different cash app. He said his was mega fuck, something like that. And I'm not spelling that out. And then hers was Jack 22 or 2, correction, was her real one. And it was like, okay, that's her cash app information. But he also was saying that she pretty much was lying on his name and that she got into an altercation, verbal altercation with Goomba girlfriend. And how she said she didn't like the girl and how she didn't like the woman he was in interacting with, etc. And then Goomba was talking to Jaguar saying, I didn't like the things what you was doing, how you was trying to, have romantic with Jamaicans over some food. And he said he didn't like that. And then she thought Goomba was gonna be a simp, let her punch him, push him, and use him any way as she please. And he said, pump your rope, pump your brakes. It ain't gonna happen not today, not next week, not even the rest of 365 days. So he let that be checked and well known. So that's what they going on. That's what's happening right now. Also, what's going on next is Tatashi 69. He also got into an argument, got into a fight in the public, in the gym, with a gang member. And I also will post the picture so y'all can see how he looked, what happened, what took place, etc. Y'all will see that. So it doesn't look good at all. None of it. And then also make sure you guys press the like button, smash it, etc. Let's see. Oh wow, get us with these darn commercials. Another commercial. Are you serious right now?
After a brutal beatdown at a Florida gym. Hey, what's up? I'm A-Dub, and check this out. According to TMZ, 6ix9ine was attacked by a group of men inside a sauna at an LA Fitness in South Florida on Tuesday, March 21st. 6ix9ine's attorney, Lance Lazaro, says his client tried to fight off the attackers, but was outnumbered and badly beaten before he managed to flee. The rapper did not have security with him at the time. Police and paramedics were called to the scene after gym staff heard the commotion, resulting in 6ix9ine being taken via ambulance to a local hospital. Yo, what the fuck, nigga? That's how they supposed to treat you. Bitch ass. Mickey Mouse ass, clown ass nigga. Go ahead. Take a picture. Take a picture. I want to be famous now, nigga. I want to be famous, fuck, nigga. Yo, nigga, Trump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I know. I ain't jumping, bro. I'm just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy. The video's caption reads, King-ish, we caught 6ix9ine slipping F a rat ADR not on our hood, suggesting the attack was sparked by 6ix9ine's history of snitching. A photo of 6ix9ine's injuries obtained by TMZ provides an even closer look at. So 6ix9ine got attacked in the gym after he gave him workout, and he got attacked by the members that he snitched on in the court. Mind you, he snitched on a lot of people in the court, so he could not get on jail service or time, etc. After he was defamated and things took place in courtroom, which is back in 2019. Then now we in 2023 that he got jumped by gang members for snitching on the gang and many other people as well who was involved. He also snitched on Cardi B, who also already admit that she was a part of the Crips gang. She already admitted. So it's like, but anyway, he snitched. Now here he is. He got knocked crap out of him. I will send the pictures of it also in the community um chat room so y'all can see his pictures. And I'm just saying it's fair use, and not only fair use, but also I do not condone any bullying, any violence, or anything whatsoever that is posted, or I don't own any rights or any content in this video as well. So just let that throw that out there because stories people run with it. Next story we're gonna talk about is family drama, other than Tamika and Latocha, but also with the Jackson family. You have Taj, who I believe is the son of Tito. Sorry, I had to think. Taj, who is son of Tito, who also was going verbally on Twitter, talked about he didn't like his auntie Janet Jackson outfit. And mind you, Janet Jackson, who been in the industry since she was a little girl before they all had their own kids, etc. And the era changed every year from their time to now our time. And he said that his auntie outfit was too sexy. And by the look of her outfit, it's not at all sexy. None of her outfits, none of the things she wears was like sexy, or not sexy in a bad way, but sexy as showing a nip. Probably she did at that Super Bowl, but that was a misfunction of the clothes they said it was. But anyway, and that's about it. So, but her walking around butt naked, Janet Jackson never ever walk around completely butt naked like these females artists do nowadays with their two-piece swimsuit and seeing they back and they front, and you see that they breasts could spill out in any moment, any time. So we know that's not true whatsoever. What he tried to make it seem like, yes, she did was wearing something really not, revealing. But anyway, Janet still got it. Her body is tight, muscular, you know.
give her that more than our generation, had to use surgery to get a tight looking bod anyway. So it's like let your auntie be. She's still looking good. She's still looking young. She's still doing shows back to back, which is her shows throughout this year was also will be posted in the community board so you guys could see and book your schedule of the show. And then not only that, make sure you go support Taj and his music and listen to his music as well. And let me know that do you guys like his music or do you think that or any music will change wherever you guys think will do where or be wherever. And not only that, let me know in the comment section. Do you think it's right for him to say anything about his aunt? Or do you think it's just marketing just to show that, go support his aunt for her show and things like that? Would you guys t- let me know in the comment section? So another thing we're going to get to going more, we're going to talk about not only him, but also talk about the royal family, who nobody is claiming at any moment at all, which is Charles and Camilla, whatever her name, sound like a chameleon, but anyway, you ain't hear that from me. But right now, how they are pushing all the royal family out of the royal castle and making a whole bunch of changes in the royal family. King Charles is. And King Charles is changing Camille's name to Queen because he don't want it to be Queen Consort. Then King Charles is pushing out his brother and his cousins and many other people out of the castle, like he already did with his son Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle, which Harry also wrote a book memoir about it, which I also will post in the community comment section so you guys to see. And he was saying how lots of people was so scared of him and Megan baby will come out black. But he never said who it was, but we all could have a feeling who can it be. Because I have a feeling it might be King Charles. Now he no longer Prince. King Charles was the one who said that. Why I said that? Because look at his reputation. He was known to saying things that was crazy towards people, and not only that, who was allegedly was involved in his wife car accident and murder. So they say allegedly, and then they also said that the Princess Diana, tried to run from King Charles and the family because they was trying to take control over Princess Diana. And Diana was on the verge to exposing King Charles and his family for being what they really are, lizard people. So she said she was not trying to deal with it, not trying to handle it, or at all be around King Charles. So of course, King Charles and his mommy, which he called her mommy, um, but he called her Queen in public. They had came up with a plan to have her removed. Hearsay legend says that a car was all black, just like Princess Diane's car that she was in was also all black. Was sent out strike in the front and stopped when allowed her car to crash to cause a collision back in the 90s when she has passed. So to let you know, was it really set up or was it not set up? Please comment below to let me know what y'all guys think. Do y'all guys think that it was set up, Princess Diane, or it wasn't set up? Let me know in the comments. Also, another thing as well going on in the royal family is Princess Kate and Prince William. Princess Kate is letting all Prince William, mistresses, royal families got mistresses and whatnot. Camilla was the mistress to Princess and King Charles' marriage. Now, Kate and Prince William now had mistress that Kate sends shots at like she's still queen, know your place in other words, and y'all are stepping out your element, which is also going to be posted in the community board of the whole entire conversation and where I found it at. And then Kate, she was letting the mistress know that's not happening here because the mistress tried to, push on Prince Charles in public. Same as way as Camille did with Prince Charles, who is now King Charles, who was a side chick. So, of course, Princess Diana, she always knew about it. She always, seen her in public, family gatherings, etc. And now, here it is, Prince William is reviving the old, you know, cheating scandal that his father and his mother had done. So I would like y'all guys let me know in the comment section. Do you think that it's right for Prince Charles to cheat on his wife, just knowing the history his father and Camille has done with his own mother? Let me know in the comment below, and let me know yes, no, and the reason why. Also, another thing we're going to talk about in the drama world is that Trump versus Democrats. Yes, I said Trump versus Democrats. Um, right now, Trump, he is going through indictment and trial right now against the Democrat who tried to so bad have him arrested. They have staged all of his Texas records down in his Florida home at the time he was not living there, but he was paying bills for. They had staged all the tax records down there, which was a planned attack, and how they did it, how they managed to do it. You tell it's all around just planned attack, period. So, not only was it planned attack, but now here it is, Trump saying that he should not be the only one arrested. And personally, I agree because I feel not only was he's responsible, but yet not only he should be in jail either. Because in the process back in 2016, as he was running, he already talked about his taxes. Same with Hillary Clinton, who he was running against, was talking about his taxes. And he said, "You're right, I don't pay taxes, but I'm doing the same method as you and many other Republicans are doing. Y'all don't pay y'all tax. As well many other rich people does not pay their tax." So now here is Trump running as president and did his term, and then he tried to come back for the 2024 president election. Now they talking about exposing his tax record. They have it on boxes and boxes and showing that he don't pay his taxes for a long period of time. So when I saw that, I like, well, y'all talk about his taxes. Where about Hillary Clinton emails? Where those at? Where about Hillary Clinton taxes too? We know those right next to what was them emails talking about. Because here it is, they going hard on or against Donald Trump, who about to be the next president, regardless these demons like it or not. They going Trump gonna be a president again. Period. And then not only that, they try to have Donald Trump removed every way so possible. But yet I don't see Donald Trump going anywhere whatsoever. Not even death. He's like covered in so much ways than one. To the point I think he will be president for just point blank period. He is. Then not only that, there's pictures and photos going around that is CGI or AI created and made look so realistic, like Trump is giving problems running from the police, which also going to be posted in the community board, which is not true. Trump is still walking around. Trump is doing different speech engagements for his presidential election for 2024. He's still free. And then they also try to talk about Trump is will be indicted in jail, things like that, which is false. He's not gonna be in jail. He's still free. He's still moving. So not only that, Joe Biden is out here creating more distraction and more distractions to hide the fact that America is pretty much underneath attack. Point blank period. America is under attack. Because here it is, several different places, trains was being spilled over with toxic chemicals. We had planes flying over that should not be flying in America, same as balloons flying over America that should not be flying over America. We having food processing that's not healthy that they are making inside these meat places or stores, and that's nasty. And not only on top of that, they also is giving us not at all whatsoever organic food. Lots of these food are lab made food. Lots of these food are raised fast on steroids and chemicals. They not realistic healthy food, which is why so many people are getting sick. Some of them having health issues. Some are to the point some of them going blind or organs failures, or even worse, alive. So right now it's all due to what? Government. Government try to control America and force America to do things that is for their gender. What are they gender? It's a lot of gender, but I cannot say because every time you speak truth on YouTube, they always want to give people strike, or they always want to put people in timeout. So you will know about that on TikTok. You'll see on TikTok. That's why they're going hard TikTok, because people are waking up and seeing their lives is not really adding up. Their lives is not mathing correctly. Their lives is not lining up with the facts of the actions being proven before them. You know what the old saying, don't tell me it's raining the whole entire time you pissing on me. So you gotta play it safe out here, and then also trust your judgment. And not only that, stop watching things that you feel like it's not benefit you at all. But also do your own investigation. Don't believe everything people say. Keep that in mind. So now we talk about all the topics of lots of war against wars. Trump against media, Joe Biden and Trump against each other for the 2024 election. And now it's a government against America, people, and destroying American resources and everything that we have, and try to sell our resource to other people against America nation. But anyway, make sure you click the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I know it's been like a up and down river video. So I'm trying to get used to, do more human video, things like that. It's a lot going on that's taking place, and then try to catch up with stories, and every single day is a different story. So make sure y'all guys smash the like button. Make sure you tell your friends about it. Make sure you tell your family about it. Make sure you tell anyone about it. I don't care. You tell a whole group of fans, you know, just tell somebody. But anyway, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you turn your notification on so you hear another video or watch another content, etc. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you have a nice day and bye, y'all.